Hello guys, welcome to the Marine Ways. In today's video, we will discuss about few points which you should definitely consider before joining Merchant Navy. A lot of people who wants to join Merchant Navy have some amount of doubts or have some misconceptions regarding this field. So in this video, we will clear about that. So let us move ahead with the video. So the first point that you should keep in mind is salary. Yes, of course. A lot of people think that the salary in Merchant Navy is way too higher, or you get so many higher pay packages than any other field. So far it is true that salaries are way better in this field, but the truth is that salaries have not increased since a long time, and there has been a significant rise in the inflation, as you all know. So the things are now can be bought at much higher price. The same things, whatever the things that you need to buy from market and regular stuff, those things are now can be bought at a much higher price, but the salaries have not increased since past decade or so. So this suppose let's say 1 lakh rupees that you used to get in Merchant Navy 10 years back, those 1 lakh rupees used to mean a lot at that time. But in today's date, those 1 lakh rupees are not that much of value, to be really honest. So inflation has risen a lot, but the salaries have not. So keep this thing in mind. Still, the salaries are pretty much better than any other field, most of the other field. Yeah, so the number one point was salary. And the number 2 point is communication. A lot of people have this doubt that how do you communicate once you go on board ship? How do you communicate with the rest of the world? How do you communicate with your family, your friends? And the answer to that question is you cannot have a normal call. You cannot have your Airtel and Jio SIM on the ship, and you cannot just call your friends like you call on the land. You do have satellite phones on the ship. You can make satellite calls, or some companies also provide internet for free. So you can also make internet calls like WhatsApp calls, video calls, and you can also use WhatsApp chatting and all those facilities that are provided to you by the company. But one thing to keep in mind is that a lot of companies charge you for getting the internet. If you want to get the internet, that you have to pay the money to the company. And in this scenario, the internet is way too much expensive. Like they give around 100 MB for like $10 to $15, which is way too expensive. And your money, the money which you have earned from your hard work working on a ship, all that money goes into just internet of 100 MB, and there is definitely no use of. So this is also a thing to keep in mind. You cannot communicate like you communicate on land. There is no network on ship on the regular SIM cards that you carry, so they are of no use absolutely. You can buy new SIM cards once you go on some port, and then you can communicate with your family as much as you want to. You can make normal calls, but as long as you are on ship, this is definitely a problem. Now the third point is shore leave. A lot of people think that the field is so much adventurous, and you will get lots and lots of shore leaves, and you will travel across the world, and you will get to see all the new places. But the truth is, this is not the scenario. Nowadays, the world is moving so much faster than it was before. The ships are traveling so much faster. The ships are staying at the port for a very less amount of time, and the vessels like tankers like VLCC and ULCC, these ships even do not come to the port only. Yes, you heard it right. These ships even don't go to the port. Then how will you see the countries? You cannot see the countries. You will have very few port stays in your entire contract. So this is also one more thing to keep in mind. Now the next point is long vacations. A lot of people think that you get so many long vacations of so many months, but yes, we do get long vacations, but there is also one thing to keep in mind, as that we need to clear the exams in order to get promoted, right? So in during these vacations also we need to study. It's not like we come on a vacation and we can roam around here and there for months. Yes, you get long vacations, you can make use of that, you can make significant use of that, you can do as many things that you want to do in those vacations. So it is definitely a nice thing, but you need to clear your exams, so you need to study for that as well. So the vacations aren't really the vacations, complete vacations, because you need to study in that also. Yeah, so this is also one more thing. So the next point is it is a contractual job. Yes, this job in Merchant Navy is a contract based. For example, You are in a company and that company has put you on a ship for one contract. Then you are with that company only for a single contract. There is no guarantee that this company will take you again on their ship. Yes, you heard it right. There is no guarantee at all. But if you are in a good company and you have a good significant good performance on your ship, if your remarks are good from the chief engineer and second engineer, then there are definitely the chances that you will get second opportunity in that company, and so on again and again. So you need to make sure that you work harder on ship, and your work is definitely should speak for you. So this thing you should also keep in mind, that it's not that once you have got the job in any company, that then it doesn't mean that you will be in that company for a longer period of time. The company hires you only for a contract. They doesn't hire you for years anything. Okay, so one more thing to keep in mind. Next thing is food. A lot of people think that there must be lots of foods on board ship. Yes, I'm not saying that there isn't a lot of food on ship. We generally carry huge amount of food like fish and mutton, and there are lots of different types of non-veg food that we carry on board ship, like milk and all that. Lots of vegetarian food also we carry on board ship. But the thing here to remember is that if you are in a foreign flag vessel and there are so many people of different nationalities on your ship, then it is very difficult for the vegetarian people on board to stay, because there is very less food for them to eat. And even the chief cook, they do not cook much of vegetarian food on board ship once if the majority of the crew on board ship are from different nationalities. So this is also one more thing to keep in mind. But if you have an Indian crew, majority of crew is Indian, then you might get, or you will get, good amount of Indian food also. But for non-vegetarians, this is definitely a good delight. There is a lot of different quantities of non-veg food available on board ship in abundance, so you can eat as much as you want to. Yes. So the next point is getting a job. A lot of people think that once they go into a maritime institute, they will definitely get a job. While this is not the scenario. In today's time, there is a lack of job in the market. You should definitely see this video that I have created regarding the market conditions, the current market conditions in the merchant navy. You can click this I button and you can definitely watch this video. I would highly recommend this to you. But the market conditions are not really nice. People aren't getting the job. There are huge number of people who are searching for job in this industry, but the number of jobs are just so less. So keep this thing in mind before you join merchant navy, that number of jobs nowadays are very less as compared to earlier. So the next point is medical care. There is no certified doctor on board ship. Yes, there is a certified officer which needs to take care of all the medical requirements on board ship, like which medicines should be kept on board ship and when to give these medicines to which person. So these things are being taken care of by generally by second officer. But the thing is that he is not a certified doctor. Yes, he cannot perform surgery on someone if something happens in the middle of the sea. So this thing also should be kept in mind, that you should keep your safety standards up to mark so that nothing happens to you, because there is no doctor on board ship. Yes. Next point is less number of crew. Yes, you heard it right. There are so many machineries, hundreds of machineries on board ships, which needs to be taken care of every single day. But the number of people who are operating those machineries are 4 or 5, just 4 or 5%. And the ship in itself is a huge machinery which needs to be run. And how many people are there on board ship to run that ship? Only 4 to 5%. Yes, this is it. The number of people working on board ship are nowadays very less, and thus the work stress comes on those very less people. This means that you nowadays have to work a lot, because there are less number of people, and if you fall sick someday, then the jobs of that person also should be done by you, because jobs cannot be kept due. So you need to keep in mind, you need to work every single day on board ship. There is no Sunday on board ship. Every day is Monday, and you need to work like that. So these were few of the points that you need to keep in mind before joining merchant navy. I hope this video has helped you a lot. If this video has helped you a lot, then do click the like button. Please subscribe to this channel, and we will be keep on posting videos like this. since you are my brothers and it is our duty to keep you posted regarding Merchant Navy. So this is it for now. This was your brother Jayavardhan Singh Ranawat signing off from Marine Wales. Bye.